Hello, everybody. All right, so we're gonna work on getting the rest of the powers, and then maybe more story. I think I got just a couple more side stuff. We'll see. I think I picked up a couple by accident, but whatever. Talk to Vladimir for more temples.
Getting used to this place. Does not quite feel like home, but hopefully someday.
Welcome back, Captain.
Been poring over the charts.
Sorry. I was lost in a memory for a moment there.
I don't need your help, Barrett. I was not asking for your help, Barrett.
How can I help?
Enemy engaged. Commencing attack. Over.
Target's grandpa. Poor little ship's missing his shield.
Take out the hostile.
Enemy's -1 draft runner.
You're clear.
You guys get to join the no shields here.
Everybody in the meeting? Okay, Hannah, thank you for the work.
Landing commencing.
I totally went through that. Come on, I hate this fucking bullshit. Whatever, man. Zero gravity fucking is not good. Or the trigger points of these are like I just went through that. Why didn't that trigger? See, it just makes no sense. Whoa, that looked cool. Is that it? Okay, let's go back to the lodge and see what happens.
I am glad to be back. It will be good to have a moment to relax.
Captain, may I be of assistance on your ship?
Oh, sorry. Was doing the tally's work in my head. Forgot to check the math on a... Sorry. Haven't catched...
He is not here. I am disappointed, but relieved somehow. Yes, but now I feel guilty for being relieved. Ugh. Why must this all be so complicated? Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him. Yes, Aggies. I have spent far too much time here. I do not recommend it.
This bar may be tougher than you can handle. You ain't here looking for Erin. She is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon. I don't know. You tell me. You're the one blundering in here with her in tow, asking questions. Don't try to play tough with me. I ain't got the time or the patience for it. She didn't ruin Aaron's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruined his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere? No? Were you there? Aaron told this story so many damn times over the years, I feel like it sure as hell was. Aaron sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damn zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough. If either of you cared, you wouldn't just be showing up now. Aaron ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla too, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove 'em.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help? I should kill you where you stand. Fine. Fine. Let us leave this place at once.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Aaron, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
Always good to speak with a friend.
His friend, huh?
Okay. Hello. We have something to go on, at least. I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience. And yet it is my past we are trying to clear up. That is... It means a lot.
Hey, Deej.
I'm eager to reach Hyla too.
How's it going?
And speak to Aaron. Perhaps there is something we can do to help him. Provide him a sense of safety. Yes, please.
I'm doing pretty good.
He's a quiet man.
It's not been too bad today.
Reserved. I believe he had lived through a great many hardships, though he never spoke of them. I never felt it proper to ask. He valued his personal space and quiet moments. It was one thing we always shared in common. Years ago, I had heard he was alive, but did not attempt to contact him. I did not feel it was right. I hope this is not a mistake. I do not know, not for sure. I did not see them fall that day, and I suppose I have hoped they survived. I admit I have not investigated before now, at least in part because of what I feared I might learn. House Varun is in a distant corner of space, far away from the rest of the settled systems. While this serves our interests, it can also pose challenges. Many critical resources are scarce, and diplomatic relations with the United Colonies and Freestar Collective were tense at the best of times. It was the most practical way to acquire what we need, without raising too many questions. It still is. Then we should return to our task. Indeed I do. All yours. We will speak again, I'm sure.
I need a damn mod that allows me to fast travel when jumping.
Starting liners.
We should be on our guard here. If we could detect the camp from orbit, it means others could too. And I have no idea what fortifications he may have. When we arrive, would you let me speak to him first? I think that is important right now. Thank you. From what Aggie said, it sounds like he has been rather paranoid for years now. That, too, I fear, is my fault. Let us proceed slowly and carefully. I do not want to antagonize him. Always worth checking. I don't know what you might find in their pockets. Where have they gone? I thought I saw something. I need to be sure. I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jada Wong. I am sure of it. This cannot all be for nothing. You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jada was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way. For anyone else, I would say the chances of survival are slim. But for Jada... she is alive and on a mission. I would bet my life on it. Jada was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement, how she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. But before we go, I've discovered something else. And I do not know what to make of it. Aaron was composing a reply to Jada, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him. That they knew where to look for him. Clearly he had become paranoid, but that does not mean he was wrong. What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Kadik. Yes, I do. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Baroon. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Baroon, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Aaron should never have heard of him. It is hardly that simple. We must first make sure that Jada is safe, and perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den.
I'm gotta go there anyways. To sell some contraband.
I hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Hassan and Mr. Johnson. We're here, Captain.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
You get the achievement for smuggling contraband.
If you don't see what you want, feel free to. If it belongs on your oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
Ever run into spacers?
The Trade Authority has access to good. Be my guest. Pleasure dealing with you.
What contraband do I have? Aurora on me?
Thing about the trade business? You won't find a better select.
Did I forget to sell it before?
The Trade Authority appreciates your...
Pressure normalized, and we're docked.
Either she is here, or someone. She is
It's a little surprising, isn't it? Edge of UC space. What did you just say?
Hey there. Ain't seen you before. What brings you to the den? That's so. Not many have reason to pass through here. Seems like most avoid it. But what do I know? I'm just an old man who's been here too long. Well, you're welcome here, so long as I don't hear you disrespecting the United Colonies military. You got a problem with our history or our heroes? And you can find somewhere else to get yourself a drink. Clear? That's so. Vanguard pilot. A pretty good one from what I hear. Got a real attitude, though. You could always ask the other Vanguard pilots. Or, since you're already here, I do happen to offer services in exchange for payment. One of those services can be information. You get what I'm saying here? Then I will tell you that I happen to overhear she's out in the Groombridge system. And from what I hear, Reyna ain't happy about it. And our little transaction here is concluded. Pleasure doing business. Long live the UC.
Unidentified ship. You are not authorized to be here. State your business. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here? You're what? You've got to be kidding me. You show up here now of all times? Shit. I've got multiple ships inbound. Too late to run. Sure hope you're prepared for a fight.
That was a pretty shot head to tail. Wrap drive on a commission.
We're clear. I'm sure not going anywhere for a while.
Kiss your shields goodbye.
Tell me what the hell you think you're doing, showing up here now. Years after the fact? With nothing in between? You'll have to forgive me if I find that hard to believe. Suspicious, even. Look, my grav drive is fried. I need time to repair. If if I can even manage it. You didn't take the opportunity to blow me up. So either that's not your goal, or you're playing some long game. You want to explain yourself? I can't stop you from coming over here. But I'm gonna be armed, and it's gonna be aimed at her head. Just so we're all clear.
And we're docked.
How can you possibly show your face?
I am glad to see that you are safe, Jada. I am sorry if this is difficult for you.
Difficult? Are you serious right now? You set us up, killed my friends, and then a decade later you show up like nothing happened? Have you lost your mind?
Set you up? I was not behind that. It was zealots, you know that. We were all attacked.
Don't bullshit me. Not now. And who the hell are you? Her backup dancer? Yeah? Well, we're talking. How do you think that's going so far? What are you doing here with her? You don't look like Varun to me. Why? So you can finish the job she started?
Jada, you are my friend. I was not part of that attack.
You know, for a while I told myself it was a coincidence that you disappeared once the shooting started. That you were long gone when the dust settled. Told myself, no, it couldn't possibly be her. Not after all those years we spent working together. We're friends. So I went after the zealots. And then I found out the truth. Your damned High Council. They knew. Told the zealots where to find us.
That's not true. That cannot be true.
Oh, it is.
How? How do you know this? If you have proof, I need to see it right now.
You don't get to demand anything of me, Andreja. I know what I've seen. I don't have... It doesn't work like that. I've put things together over the years. Slates, communications, interrogations.
A name, Jada. Give me a name. You must have heard one by now.
Tomasar! Tomasar Kadik! That's the bastard from the High Council who's been helping the Zealots!
Did you hear this from Aaron?
Aaron? What? No! I haven't talked to him in a year. What do you know about it?
Jada, I swear on the Serpent himself, I would never betray you. I need time to make this right. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I am not giving up on this! I've tracked them this far, and I'm going to see this through. You want your proof? Well, they have it.
You think you've won, do you?
That's him! That's the bastard responsible for the ambush! If you're not lying to me, then you better help me take him down. Otherwise, I'll just have to destroy you both! Get back to your ship!
today in the knowledge that the Great Serpent has truly blessed my ship and my crew. Why else would he have delivered unto me the dregs of our purge years ago? The awful that escaped our righteous justice.
Cult, who betrayed the charge laid upon them by the Great Serpent, gave you over to us to atone for their sins.
It always irks me that you escaped the fate you deserved. But now, the serpent sets my mind at ease, and in his name, I will cleanse your filth from this universe.
I do not understand. It cannot be possible that the High Council would betray us like that. He must have been lying. That is not an option. Even if we could reach them, you are a non-believer. You would be killed. Something about this does not feel right. This message. The code at the bottom. I have seen this before. I know where we need to go. I must explain. House Baroon values secrecy above nearly all else. Those of us sent out into the settled systems, we cannot return. Maybe not forever, but certainly until our mission has been accomplished. When we are assigned a mission, we are taken to a point outside of House Baroon's domain. We do not jump ourselves. We are never given the coordinates for Varun Kai, our homeworld. We literally cannot return. Only a select few are ever trusted with that knowledge. I can never go home, unless I am permitted. It has been deemed necessary for the protection of House Baroon. And for generations, it has worked. Who am I to question it? But there is something I can do. I cannot travel to my home, but I can reach out another way. But it means putting you in danger in a way you have not been before. I cannot say for certain what will happen. And we have survived this, yes, but what comes next is different. I just want to make that clear. There is an old derelict star station where I may get answers. I know that seems vague. It will become clear when we arrive.
Corco, that room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't like getting around to a tomb, you understand?
Fine, okay. I'm going.
We're docked.
Follow me. I will say again, there is danger for you here, likely for us both. I need you to trust me. These stations were built by the United Colonies during the Serpent's Crusade. They were abandoned when peace was brokered. They are an excellent place to hide in plain sight. Before we go any further, I cannot stress this enough. Keep your weapons at your side. Do not make any sudden moves. Do nothing to appear hostile. Thank you. Please give me a moment.
Beep boop boop boop. It's all the buttons.
I am not the one who needs to explain himself, Tomisar.
I am surprised by your tone. What has gotten into you? This is very unlike you. Almost insubordinate.
I know what you have done. The messages you sent.
You are not making any sense. Of course I send you messages. That is how this works. That is how it has always worked.
Not to me. To the zealots. To the fanatics who murdered my friends, who tried to murder me.
You must be mistaken. Or perhaps confused. Nothing like that has ever happened.
Enough! I have the transcripts, Tomisar. You did this. You told them where to find us.
Now, let's just take a moment. No one wants to make accusations they might regret. You are from that Constellation group. I've heard all about you. You have turned her against me, filled her head with lies. This will not be allowed to stand. You know nothing of it!
I said enough! This is between you and me.
This has gone far enough. Talk some sense into her at once. Neither of you would dare lift a finger against me. Against House Varun. I am. If you let Andreja hurt me, I am her only link to the High Council, to House Varun. Without me, she can never return home. You must make her listen to reason.
He is responsible. He deserves to die.
Did you not hear me? You do this, you lose everything!
I heard you. I know what it costs me. But he deserves it. Does he not? I have been betrayed. Why should I care anymore? The only thing keeping him alive right now is... I know that if I do this, I lose my home. Probably forever. I do not know what to do. I want to so badly. I do not know how to live with this. Consider yourself fortunate. You get to live.
This is not over. The High Council will hear of your treason.
Perhaps they will hear of your actions as well, Tomisar. Think on that. Come. Let us leave this place. I wish to return to the lodge.
You will regret this! You think you will live here unharmed?
On our own again.
I find comfort in the idea that the odds of something killing us here are at an all-time low. How can I assist? Thank you for coming back here with me. I fear that after all that has happened, I am unsure of my place in House Baroon. This room may now be the only place I have left to call home. It is reassuring to hear you say that, but still, I worry that I have made a mistake. What if Tomisar betrays me to the High Council? What if he turns House Baroon against me, and I am cut off from them forever? I know you will. But that may not be enough. I do not know how to live without some connection to House Baroon. The Great Serpent has always been a guiding force in my life. The force that drives all that I do. What if I have lost that? Yes, that is true. Whatever else has happened or will happen, the Great Serpent still holds a purpose for me. You have been by my side through all of this, the most turbulent time in my life. And you have supported me, faithfully. I have never been able to count on any single person the way I have with you. If I am repeating myself, you will have to forgive me. I cannot overstate what it means to me. Well, that is... I am sorry. I need a moment. I admit this is a surprise. I did not quite realize you felt this way about me. But if you mean it, my feelings are not so different from yours. We must be clear on one thing from the very beginning. I do not share. If you are mine, then you are mine alone. No one else will come between us. If that is not a commitment you are willing to make, I understand, but I will not compromise. Then truly nothing can stop us. We will be a force to be reckoned with. You have brought a joy to my life that I could not have imagined, and could never have expected. With you at my side, love, I look forward to everything that comes next. Eager to help, if I can. I know that tone. Very well. What is it? Thank you, dearest. You are not so bad yourself. I am here if you need me. A credit for your thoughts, as they say. I am happier than I can ever recall being. I believe that is largely thanks to you. Then I shall be sure to say it more often. Until our next talk.
Hi, Hannah. Let's put that in this. How was your meeting? You have a lot of fucking meetings. Or was it more training?
There are always credits to be made from mining, even if they are barely enough to get by.
Okay, I am here.
You let Zeneda know that if she steals too many of my people, I'm drafting her and detail for security.
I don't understand.
Duty, okay? Now, what can I do
Weekly,
for you?
where we discuss any updates if we have plans to be out, have any tech issues, and discuss our wins. Oh, okay. I don't understand. Why this isn't triggering. Which is gonna trigger me. Excuse me, what? You little icebreakers and this or that, like today. Would you rather with pencils for fingers or markers for toes? That is a weird question. If you had pencils for fingers, could you write words down faster? Or like, write like sentences down faster?
Hello. Never ever go outside the city wall.
Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder
You'd rather
himself
markers
once
for
said,
toes?
there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile.
Yeah, probably me too, because it would be hard to game with pencils for fingers.
You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great
I think I would
stock
agree
in
with that,
human
Teach.
kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other.
Poke people's eyes
I
out.
won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown. The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Coe. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today. Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hersenove Manor. and he's the
Also, like, it would
worst,
probably
simply
hurt,
the worst.
like, fuck, to
But
sharpen
it's been a
it.
problem since the Hosono family ran out of heirs.
Sure. So what happens if your toes dry up?
Have been trying to write for decades, and hence, well, I need help.
I guess you're not going to be writing with your toes, though, so it'd be better for them to be dried up so your socks aren't always wet.
He's just another slick, rude, neon corporate hack, full of himself and just awful. I mean, the core is history itself. Cads like him don't belong here. I was right to talk to you about this. The last Hosanov was Sahar. Sad tale there. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. She packed up and just plain left the estate. Built some farm far from Aquila City and the protection of its walls. It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hosanovs. A lot of folks thought the same. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm, brave the Ashta, and see if she left a will. I swear I'll honor her wishes. Aquila owes her family that much. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the core, well, that'll be a bonus. You are a blessing. Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet. If you can't handle Ashta, please just don't go. I don't want this whole sordid story to have more tragedy. Be careful, and look out for yourself.
Such beauty in the midst of nothingness.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Aquila City is lucky that Hope Tech still deals with them after the reception I've gotten. I come here offering business, employment opportunities, and they practically spit in my face. Me? I did something wrong. Let me explain. So Ron Hope assigns me to Aquila City, and I'm excited, right?
Ron
Could be
Hope's
a
dead.
plum assignment. But I need a place to sleep here, so I bought some prime real estate for me and my girl. And damn it, you'd think I plowed through a sacred burial site. Listen, I'm not the one selling some priceless historical manor. That's not on me. And give them the satisfaction? Never. Thanks for hearing me out. Hope you have a better day than I've had. Who the who? Wait. Hassanov. You mean the family that owned this manor? Oh, hell. Elias Cartwright. That man's always had it out for me. My credits are as good as anyone else around here. I got a business proposition. 10,000 credits, and I take that alleged will off your hands. No questions asked. Suit yourself. But there's no way Elias Cartwright or any of those other core snobs will offer you anything close.
10,000 credits is nothing.
Might get some more on the back end. Your casserole sealed the deal.
Don't you need to wait for the contract to be signed?
This ain't the UC. We shook hands and the deal's done. Should have the contract signed tomorrow.
My cousin works for Deimos, and he says the approval process for a big deal can take months.
Like I said, be careful. I'd rather you forget the whole Hassanov business rather than getting hurt. You got it! That's wonderful! But Blake Aldwell... Let me think back. There was a Blake. Might be we can track him or any surviving kin down. I'll get my lawyer on this. Frank Langston's in for a rude surprise. And we can maybe see a Hassanov return back to the core. No, he won't. But this ain't Neon. We've got real laws here in Aquila City. You've more than earned this. You've done the city a great service.
Neon. The house that Aurora has built.
You don't need to raise a home on this planet.
Yeah.
You're not from in. Good, because go work another.
Hey there.
I heard about that. They showed it off at the expo.
Guess what I'm not having for dinner? If you said seafood, you win a prize.
Something for personal use or for sale?
What I wouldn't give for just one solid week of sunshine.
Assembly complete. Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now. Assembly complete. Shift complete.
Always nice seeing new faces. Hey, Riley. Oh no, I happen to transmit. I wonder what. I'm up for doing this again. Bye.
Can't believe another worker got hurt on the chasm last night.
got a suggestion.
I always forget to ask.
Good one.
Take it easy.
Haven't seen the Leech in a while. You think the city...
You look like you could... You keep this up, and we will both be living large.
Killed for a cup of coffee right about now.
All right, we are gonna end the stream here. Tomorrow afternoon we'll do the next story mission. Tonight we'll do some Octopath Traveler. Might be a little bit longer of a stream tonight, considering I start 2 hours later tomorrow. Touch Portal, what the heck you doing here, bud? Just Touch Portal now. What? 1 second here. Updated. I'm confused. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.